Hello and welcome again. This is Lesson 2. We're covering today viable book covers. Now, covers are second. You recall that the three parts to a minimum viable book are text, cover, and metadata. By the end of this, you'll have a cover ready for your book. And so all you have to do is, with the text and the cover, is get your metadata, and then you'll be able to publish the whole thing immediately. Again, it should take you no longer than a week to publish your first book. There's two simple free cover makers. One is Canva. That's free, simple to learn, and it's online. And the other is LibreOffice, or you could probably do this with Word. It's also free and simple to learn, and you can use it at home. Now, Canva will take up first. When you log in, you'll get something like this. You press that green button up there, which creates a design, and then scroll down, and right in the middle, you'll see this Kindle cover. And what that is, that's your template. And from that, you can build any number of book covers. First thing you're going to have to do before you really get into what template you're going to pick is what the genre looks like. Now, this is Caliber, and we'll cover this in later materials, but it gives me a good overview of all the books I'm researching right now for a particular set of dystopian fiction that I have. And so you can see the similarities, and the bulk of these have a straight block text, all caps, and then they have a very simple image. The key to covers are big text, big image. Right here you'll see what they look like as a thumbnail. If you hold the thumb up in the air and look at the nail that's on it, that's the size of your book. And you've seen this when you've gone to Amazon, where there's a big picture up there, like that 36 hours, but then the other books are presented much like this, and they're in thumbnail format. So if they're going to see your cover, and a cover is where you can never redo a first impression. You only get one chance at it, and this is your cover is going to tell everything there is about that book. Now, of course, in Amazon, you can always change your cover if it's not working out, but that's one sale you won't be able to get back probably. Back to Canva. Now you can pick your template. The column on the left, I scrolled up and down until I found one that was like this. Slightly dark, ominous, and the text is all caps, all block print, squarish type of a font typeface that they're using. Next thing though, if you use Canva images, you have to pay for them. It's not very much, and that's fine. I like to be able to do everything for free, and that's the point. Pixabay.com is what I recommend. They have only public domain images, and they pull from all sorts of other public domain image sites. So they're getting much larger, and they have a huge variety of. Again, this isn't the only place to go, but it's an easy place to go. And I'll see if I can't, in the notes for this lesson, give you a link to other references which have laid out all the other various public domain sites you can go to. You can see an image that I'm looking at, and there it is. Real simple. All you have to do is hit download, sign in, hit download, and then a screen will come up that says, buy them a coffee. The artists just simply donate their works here. You can also leave comments and attaboys and so on. Okay, so back to Canva. I've got the text in there. We'll get the image in here next. And this is where I've adjusted it to suit. And then you download it, and you're set. You don't have to mess with the download. It will download the right exact pixels that Amazon likes. You can do this with LibreOffice and get just about the same result. You have to set up a single page, and you set the page up so it's 6x9. The reason you do 6x9 is that's what trade paperbacks are, and that's a standard format, and so then you're set. Amazon has particular pixels they like, but they'll take 6x9. So you set up the page for that, 6 inches by 9 inches, and you set the margins at 0, because when you import your image, it will tend to fit within those margins and then will stick to those margins and be very hard to stretch out of that. The next thing you'll have to do is create text boxes. Under Insert, you'll have pull down that has text boxes on it, and this is what a text box will show up. See, I've aligned the text to the left, so it goes over there, and then you just move that text box around and so that it matches everything else. So this looks a lot like the other cover. You export to download. This is 1200 pixels by 1800 pixels, which is a multiple of 6 by 9. And that gives you 200 DPI, which is acceptable to Amazon. And you're done. You've downloaded both of them. You can see which one I did, which one I did in LibreOffice, and which one I did on Canva, but they're both completely acceptable for what you want to do. They both took about the same amount of time to do. So the next lesson will be metadata, and it's not as spooky as it sounds. It's real simple. It's been made complex, but like covers, once you get down to the bottom level of it, it's a piece of cake.